Hi guys, welcome to another beer review, and today we're going over to Lost and Grounded, and this is a collaboration with Bräu out of Bamberg, and this is a can of Märzen by the name of Donkey Vote, and this is part of the collaboration between Thirsty Cambridge and a selection of breweries. I know Beer 52 were involved in well. I'm not sure if they were actually involved in the whole project, or if Beer 52 were just sort of like because they had the box that they released, the Citizens of Everywhere box. I don't know if that's where their involvement starts and ends. I'm not too sure, but I've already drank a few of these beers that are part of this box. When it comes to the political message, it does get a little bit tiresome when it's all one-sided. I mean, I was living in Germany at the time when, what the hell was that? I was living in Germany at the time, so of course it made sense for me to vote Remain. But of course people voted to leave. And nearly 3 years later, it just, what a mess we're in. And I think probably the best thing that this whole situation has brought to light is just how both Labour and the Tories have failed us, and it's time we change from the political system that we have in place. So it's the rise of the independents, and ironically, who is represented in the northwest of England? Tommy Robinson. What timeline are we in? But anyway, don't want to get bogged down into the politics. I did find that Beer 52 box a little bit condescending and a little bit one-sided. I'm split, really. I personally believe people voted for it. We need to respect that. Whether the vote was legitimate or not, because you're getting arguments from both sides of the debate. It's brought out the worst in our country, but it's also shown that we can actually improve. And thankfully, no matter what happens, it won't affect our beer. Well, I'm sure prices, import tax, duty and all that might be affected, but it's not like the European breweries are going to wash their hands of us, because that's the great thing about beer. It's a big community. Yeah, there are little factions here and there that annoy me. There's certain places on Facebook that get on me tits a little. But for the most part, the actual craft beer community is one that I'm very happy to be proud of, or very happy to be part of, or I should say very proud to be part of. So anyway, a Märzen with a brewery from Bamberg, obviously known for their Bräu beers. So this is Donkey Vote Märzen, clocking in at 5.2% ABV, 440ml can. Got this from Beermoth in Manchester. So when I saw this, I knew I had to get it because I'm a big fan of Lost and Grounded. They're working with an authentic traditional brewery, and they've brewed a style that I think is highly, highly underrated. So of course it makes sense that I use my Augustina glass for this. And yeah. So I know for a fact that we can brew Märzens nicely here in the UK. Cloudwater. There we go. Cloudwater produced an absolutely gorgeous one earlier this year. And I know for a fact, and from experience, that Lost and Grounded really do respect the sort of traditional lager styles, as well as traditional European styles in general. So, and having someone like Bräu involved from Bamberg, I've got a feeling I'm going to like this one, or at least I hope I do. So beer in the glass then, and it is a little bit hazy, unfiltered, lovely sort of roasty, nutty caramel look to it. Beer poured for about 1 finger's worth of a slightly off-white head. I think that looks so appetizing. Almost looks like a cola bottle sweet. Can't speak today. Anyway, let's see what we get on the nose. And it's as authentic as you want it to be. Loads of sweetness coming through. Loads of dark sugars treacle. It's almost like blueberry pancakes coming out of this one as well. But then it's got that muskiness you love from a lager. Yeah, sweet, a little bit of earthiness there. Lovely bready notes. It smells absolutely fantastic, and it smells like it's straight from Germany. As you probably know, I absolutely adore German brewing culture and history, and yeah, smelling beers like this, I know it's just an alcoholic beverage, but it does take me back to living in Bavaria and being surrounded by traditional beers like this, from like family-run breweries to macro breweries to the burgeoning craft beer scene at the time. Don't know why I keep slurring my words. I don't know what's up with me. I might be having a stroke as I'm recording this beer review. Anyway, it smells wonderful. Let's give it a taste. Prost. And stylistically, they've absolutely nailed it. Body's got a little bit of oomph to it because of the fact that it's unfiltered. All that goodness there coming through. A little bit of creaminess at first, but then a lovely crisp finish on the back end, so it doesn't get too heavy. It's not too sweet, not too earthy. There's a very gentle hop character coming through, lovely sort of woody tones. A little bit of spiciness. It's almost like a slight clove character coming through. But yeah, vanilla, biscuits, shortbread, ginger nut, loads of sweet cinnamon. But it has a lovely earthiness to it, and it's grounded really nicely. Yeah, that's absolutely wonderful. It really, really is. Are these beers the most exciting beer styles? No, not really. But is this a solidly brewed and authentic tasting effort? Hell yes. Just like the aroma, the taste is actually taking me back to being in Germany. And it's absolutely wonderful. And you'll have to forgive the appearance today. Greasy hair because I've been out in the sun doing the garden. And I've already had a really gorgeous session IPA today. So I thought, it's getting a little bit cooler outside. Let's have another beer because it's my day off. And I might even have another beer after this to see myself off to bed. That's so good. It really, really is. I've demolished most of that beer anyway. Yeah. I want more UK breweries to brew beers like this. I want them to brew more Doppelbocks, more Keller beers, more Zeugels, more land beers, Dunkels, Bocks in general. Even Radlers. I'd love to see more German styles come through, and the likes of Lost and Grounded, We Are Lager, Don Zoco, you name it. The brews like Torside, who brew some of the best Rauch beers in the UK, if not the best Rauch beers. There's so much heritage to pull from, and when you produce a beer like this, it's absolutely wonderful, and you could put it up there with some of the nicest examples of the style in Germany itself. So you definitely get that expertise from the likes of Bräu, who I think are from Germany. I'm not too sure if they're either a German brewery or an Austrian brewery. Can't really remember. But yeah, this is fantastic. It's a 10 out of 10. It's just hitting all the spots. It's hit me in the feels. It's taken me back to when I was just being a bum in Germany, surrounded by beautiful architecture, wonderful beer. And yeah, it's tasty, it's authentic, and whether or not you agree with the message behind it, on a beer basis, it's fantastic stuff. 10 out of 10. Check out Lost and Grounded, check out Bräu, check out Thirsty Cambridge as well, and yeah, If you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. If any of my friends have felt beer tubes have reviewed it, I'll put their links down below as well. And yeah, thank you all for watching and putting up with another rambly video of a greasy, overweight, blonde guy with a wonky eye talking about beer. Thank you for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers!